What's up, guys? This is your boy James, aka 68J. Can you guys hear me okay? Coming to you on this Friday evening. Oh, good Lord. I thought I had my intro on. And apparently I had my webcam on and I was sitting here the whole time. I didn't know that. That's okay. It's Friday. We do goofy stuff on Friday. Guys, as you know, as advertised, we have some extraordinary individuals with us today. My man, Anthony Wanner, and my brother, Frankie Legends in the house. That's right, guys. We got two extraordinary Crypto4Life family members with us today, Friday night, doing it big. But before we bring those brothers on, which you will see in just a second, they're actually sitting here right now waiting. Where's the market cap, guys? What's going on with Bitcoin? We're at 30,491, almost 30,500. Now, the sentiment right now is that we may see $33,000 coming. Is it possible? Huh? I don't know. Right now, it seems like there's a lot of bullish, sentiment around what's happening right now with Bitcoin. We'll take a look at that. Everything else is the same. I'm not going to go through everything, but we'll just say Ethereum's at 2,100. A lot of people are saying $3,000. Is it possible? Good Lord. I don't know. XRP, is the lawsuit ended? I don't think so, because if it did, I'd be rich. I'm just saying, 54. A lot of people are saying when that ends, people expect XRP to run up to $3. Good Lord. I hope you got your bags back. ADA's at 43 cents. Dogecoin, that old crazy dog, is almost at 9. We got Polygon at 116. Solana, 24.75. Polkadot. Good Lord, Polkadot's almost at $7. I need to go back the other way. I need a $5 Polkadot, maybe 4. I tell you, Polkadot is going to be a big deal. It already is, number 11. We've got Shiba Inu at 4011, and everything else is the same. We're not going to waste too much time on the coins. Everything's the same. It's boring. I mean, it was fun going from 16 to, 20-something thousand. It was fun watching it hit 30. But unless we get a big pump up, everything's just kind of going sideways right now. We'll see what happens. But for the time being, let's bring on the family. Are you guys there? Let me get the screen up here. Boom. Frankie, Anthony, you guys there?
I'm here.
Yeah. There goes Frankie. Where's Ant the man at? Ant-Man in the house? Oh, let me see. I might have to hit the little unmute yourself from Ant. Let me see. Boom. How about now, Ant? Can you do it now? Let's see. Anthony. He's on mute. Uh-oh. Can he get himself unmuted? Let's see. You should have an unmute button there. Let's see. I think I asked already to unmute you. It says mute all, but it doesn't give me the power to unmute. Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't give me the power to unmute for you, so you have to unmute it yourself. It should be something on your screen, like in the bottom left-hand corner, Anthony. Just take a cursor down to the bottom left-hand side. He'll figure it out. Anthony's going to get it. He'll figure it out. Got it? Right there on the very bottom. Bottom left. I think I muted Anthony, and then I don't know if he knows how to unmute. It's okay. He'll jump on. We'll have him jump on. What's up, Frankie? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, my man. So everybody can see you guys. They see Anthony right now. You can see his face, but he's trying to get himself unmuted. Until he does, I guess he can do sign language. I'm saying, Anthony, you there? Anthony, can you hear me? Can you hear right there, Anthony?
You might have to drop and then rejoin, maybe.
It should just be a setting because I hit mute.
Okay.
And I can see it says ask him to unmute, which I did. And so he just has to figure out on this deal. It says ask all to unmute, which I've already done that, but I'll do it again. So Frankie's already unmuted. And Anthony will figure it out. It should be on the bottom of your Zoom, Anthony. It should be on the bottom of your screen, or it might be in your settings. But all it is that I've muted you, and then you should be able to unmute. And if for some reason you can't, Frankie might be right. Maybe you have to log off and log back on. That might do it for you. We'll have Anthony Wanner on here with us in just a second. So guys, today we're calling this. What was the title again? Hanging with the Family, with special guests, Frankie Legend, my brother from back in the day, one of my wife's best friends, and Anthony Wanner. He's out there at a family reunion, hanging out, probably eating some nice barbecue and all that good stuff. So Anthony will be back on in just a second. I can see where okay, it says connecting his audio. So he's coming on right now. Okay, so he'll be on in just a second. We'll have Anthony live. So Frankie, what's going on, my brother? How you doing? Uh-oh, there's Anthony. Okay, I can hear you, Anthony, but now I can't see you.
No video.
Now you got to hear the video.
And we hear
Yeah.
him. Yeah, we hear you now.
There we
Oh, there
go.
he goes.
There he
There we
is.
go.
Anthony Winters in the
All right.
house.
First time for me.
There you go. You're all right. So let's start.
I'm
with
honored to be here with you guys.
Absolutely, my man. Absolutely. So let's start with Frankie. Frankie, what you up to, my brother? Where you at right now?
I'm in Fresno, watching the crypto market, working from home,
That's right.
keeping an eye on everything.
Keep an eye on everything, man. Excited.
Yeah.
How about you, Anthony? Where you at right now, brother?
We are in the panhandle of Florida. Just really beautiful weather today.
Okay.
Enjoying it.
Really nice weather out there?
Yeah, last night it was just a huge storm, and then today it just turned out beautiful. So we got our one day on the beach. We were out here for a week, and today was the day.
That's awesome, man. Well, I kind of explained this to you guys in the beginning. The whole objective here is to have it, maybe like once a week where I have, one or two of our family members, instead of being like an interview, like when I do the celebrity interviews, we're going to just have fun. We're just going to talk about whatever. It's kind of like being in the chat, but you're just live. Ain't that right, Shane Sullivan? Shane Sullivan's in the house. What's up, Shane? Mike Tatner. What's up, Mike? Crypto Tropics. So that's basically what it is. We're going to have people on. We're just going to shoot the crap, talk about everything in crypto, whatever it is. It could be whether the barbecue's good over at your place. I know it's good at Frankie's place. I dang know it's good at Frankie's place. So let's do this. Let's look at what's going on in the crypto world right now, and then we'll just kind of get a reaction. Okay, so it looked like my man Edo Farina had said, I guess he retweeted. This must have been, it says 12 hours ago. I guess Ripple was at 54 cents. So if we look right now, we can see that that's not the case. It's back down to 52 cents. So what do you guys feel, if anything, do you guys both have Ripple? Do you guys carry Ripple at all? You guys
Go ahead, Ed.
Yes.
You guys have Ripple? Okay. So we'll so that way you guys don't talk over each other. So Frankie, let me ask you this, man. How do you feel about the Ripple case? And are you excited to see it end? And do you feel that it's going to end?
I mean, obviously it's going to end at some point. We just don't know. We've been hearing since like year and a half. I was convinced it was going to end a year ago.
I know.
BitBoy, everybody was talking about how was it going to end. He had an insider that was giving him information. I think he was saying October, November.
Yeah.
I mean, it moved around a little bit, but
Yeah.
I think it's gonna, when we look back at it, as frustrating as it is, I think it's gonna be a monumental point in crypto industry because just the precedent's gonna set, whether it's for the good, for the better, or for the worse.
I agree.
I mean, the fact that it's drawn out this long, I think tends to favor, Ripple, because anytime that you're in a federal case, they have the elite lawyer groups, supporting their indictments or cases or whatever. So the fact that Ripple's fought them off this long, and then, I tend to agree that, it'll be favorable for Ripple, even if it's just a settlement, right? And as long as they, at the end, do not list it as a security, I think that's the big thing for everyone.
Well, it seems there's a few different possibilities, right? And I'll kind of go to both you and Anthony with this one. That is, number one, obviously it goes and Judge Torres, right, makes a decision. That's the first most obvious outcome. The second part is they don't, or maybe they settle. So if they settle, then it obviously is still a win, right? Because they settle, we are able to move on. It brings whatever clarity. Now, if Ripple does win, or if they settle in saying, okay, well, this is what it is. Moving forward, this is, you guys are in compliant, whatever the case may be. It's funny because BitBoy was talking about the other day. He was saying how it would be the only regulated cryptocurrency. And that's crazy. I mean, that just opens up the floodgates, right? So that would be huge. Now, the third thing is Ripple wins or loses, and then there's an appeal process, which just drags this crap out even more. So now if Ripple wins, I think it's super bullish because they're like, hey, screw it. You lost once. Let's go to the Supreme Court. Fool, we don't care. But if Ripple, that's if they win, right? They don't care what the SEC does at that point. Hey, let's appeal it. But if they lose, I think that's going to definitely affect the price to a certain extent. So what is your thoughts on that before I go to the next part of that discussion with Ripple? We'll start with Frankie and then we'll start with Anthony and then back over to Frankie.
Yeah, exactly. The rest of the crypto industry is like a green light on the whole I mean, from this coin to Bitcoin, really. I mean, it's gotta cause a ripple, you would think. I remember back that huge truck rally, I guess, when I first hearing about crypto in Canada, and it was like, what's this crypto stuff, you know? And I you know, XRP was somewhere in there, and it's like, what? And so, yeah, that's when things started. Probably, I'm still so early, but I can see as a newbie, very very well a newbie, that would be awesome.
Right.
The lawsuit had a favorable outcome for sure.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, and this is kind of going back. What's up, Selmo Fuds in the house? Yeah, Frankie, the legend, and Anthony, winner wanner. I love. Look at Selmo Fud giving y'all all the love, man. I appreciate that. So here's the thing, guys. Does it make sense to you guys, right? Or how do you feel? You guys can both answer this. That they got Operation Choke Point 2.0, whatever, right? They're coming after crypto and all this. Doesn't a Ripple win just kind of discredit that whole? I mean, it's kind of like if they really want to attack and hurt crypto, you know, don't they like do everything they can do to try to maybe not allow Ripple to win? Do they have influence on the court system like that? You know, what is your feeling on that? Because I feel like a victory just kind of really invalidates all this crap they're doing. It's kind of like instead of throwing rocks, it's like getting hit with Cheerios. I don't think anybody really cares. Right? So your thoughts on that, Frankie?
I mean, we all know that the SEC isn't representing the people. I mean, they represent their own interests, right? I mean, you have to examine Gary Gensler and his constituents, where his previous work history is, you know, people that he's close to. He's very aligned with the banking industry, the current legacy banking industry, right? And any type of payment system that's going to take profits away from those banks is a threat to them, right? So every corporation leverages politicians to basically be, you know, their pawns and fight for their best interests. So I mean, this is a prime example, right? So, but just to emphasize on the importance of a positive outcome, whether it be a settlement or just a straight up victory by Ripple, as long as it's not listed as a security, then it's a win, right? And then any crypto project that followed, you know, the format in which Ripple was created has a high likelihood of being listed as not a security as well. So it's a victory for a lot of projects, not just Ripple, if it's favorable.
Right. And then obviously if it's not, then that just scares the hell out of a lot of people that in the same aspect might have followed the same. Because now everybody's sitting there waiting for that phone call, right? So,
yeah.
So let me ask you guys this, and Anthony, you can start first. With the fact that we're at 30,000 right now, so I'm looking at the market. We're at 30,471. Obviously, 2 months ago, when we were sitting at 16,000, there's probably about a 50-50 split on people thinking that we were going to go further down, maybe hit that 12 to 10,000. There's a 50% of people saying, hey, we can get up towards that 30,000. Well, guess what? It wound up being the latter. Here we are at 30,000. Now, even in that, we understand that we have some people calling this the beginning of a bull market, which it very well could be. But there's other people who all obviously understand technical analysis and kind of where everything is at, looking at the charts and saying, okay, hey, we're in a bear market with a bullish uptrend, right? So whether we continue to go up and obviously see a bull run or a bull market, that'd be huge. So what is your I guess your opinion on where we're at right now? Are we headed into a bull market from what you can see? What is your personal thoughts? Not financial advice. Obviously, guys, let me also make sure that that I say this. Nothing that we talk about should ever be considered or deemed financial advice. Myself, Frankie, or Anthony are not financial advisors. We're here documenting our journey on the evolution of money. So, what is your take? And there's no right or wrong answer, Frankie. What do you feel personally for you? How you're looking at the market right now? I'll let you answer. I'll let Anthony answer, and then. And maybe if I give my 2 cents on it as well, it may kind of help you guys. But I'll let you guys start. Go ahead, Frankie.
Yeah. So one thing I learned in crypto, it's important not to have any confirmation bias. Right. So you want to have different opinions from different influencers, right? Obviously, you had on Crypto Savvy. I think he's a great somebody that has a very different opinion than the majority. So it's important to listen to people like that,
Right.
and then also to listen to other people who have different opinions, right? And I think long-term indicators that flash. I watch a lot of Eric Crown, Crypto Crew University. Those guys tend to look at the macro, outlook for some of these indicators, and I mean, it's looking like it is the infancy of a bull run. I think one important indicator that I became aware of recently was something that's Crypto Crew University talked about was the 2-day golden cross. So every time the 2-day golden cross has happened, there's been an influx of price for Bitcoin, and it's also a bull run was followed by that golden cross. It's only happened, I believe, 4 times in the history of Bitcoin.
Right.
Obviously, I mean, nothing is 100% certain, but it is a very good indicator, and we're becoming very close to having that 2-day golden cross. So I think if that happens, then I mean, it's going to be catastrophic black swan event that would have to cause crypto or BTC to dip back down into those low teens and even lower than that. I can't see it happening at the moment.
Yeah, and before Anthony answers, I have to agree with you, Frankie. I think back when we were at 16,000, I really bought into the fact that we could see a possible downside. And that's what I always try to tell people. I'm not bearish. I'm not bullish. I'm just a student of the game, and I kind of react based off what the market does. And I think for me, because of my strategy, I've invested in a way with my 70-20-10 strategy, dollar cost averaging, and all that stuff. I put myself in a position that if we go up, man, I'm just singing hallelujah, because I would just see the money roll back, not only from where I was at, back in 2021, which a lot of people are waiting, to get those gains back. But I started early enough that they were all gains. So I'm actually more than up right now. It's just, obviously going back to those highs is way up. But then I continued to dollar cost average, and we talked about that. I mean, I literally just dropped, 6 figures into the market here just last week. So I'm always dollar cost averaging, right? So I'm excited. I'm excited to see Bitcoin rally right now. I do agree with you right now. I think we're at a border. We're at a border right now where, and I saw someone post this, we can either flip up and boom, this could be the beginning of the bull market. And there's more things that are pointing to that, especially with the fact of, obviously the bank runs and all these things that are really validating that, the use or the need for Bitcoin and all these different projects. And then obviously, like you said, nothing's guaranteed. Could we go back down? I mean, heck, if we can go from 68 to 15, it's definitely possible. But I would be in favor right now of maybe some more upward movement. And then you just see everyone's super bullish. I mean, you got a lot of people. Michael Saylor, he just dropped a whole bunch of money back into their position. So it's just so much going on in that aspect. And then when you look at all the horrible stuff that happened, and for Bitcoin to hold strong at 15 to 16 grand, and with all the bank runs continue to go up, I'm thinking to myself what the hell could take this down? And the only thing I could come up with, because I do believe there's a crazy game of chess being played by the government. I don't think we know everything. I think a lot of what we look at is hopium, right? A lot of us have hopium. We hope that things go up, and yeah, I understand that the way the charts look and things like that. But what if Ripple loses? Could that be part of something that could hurt the market a little bit? And I'm hoping not, because I made a huge investment in. I mean, good Lord, I don't want to see that. But I'm just saying, could that be one of many things that could maybe pull a little bit of a pullback? I definitely don't think we're going super far down, but could that cause a retracement? Anthony, your take on that?
Well, there's some opinions I've seen where, this market goes down and then this market, and they're not necessarily all together.
Right.
Sometimes the real estate crashes, but then the other aspects of the market are doing well.
Right.
I guess it tends to listen to Crypto Savvy and others. They're all connected. So I mean, most of my holdings in a stable coin at this point. Enjoying that. Looking toward the long term, with the right strategy, I mean, how could you go wrong, really? I mean, we see where it's going.
Right.
So.
And I think to kind of add to that, maybe like I said, when you're looking at dollar cost averaging, and I'm not sure what you and Frankie are doing as far as your portfolio, but you really have to put yourself in a position that if we do go up and have a massive run, you're benefiting from that. And if we go down, like you said, we have some capital on the side. I think that's one of the biggest things that I found, Frankie and Anthony, is I get a lot of people that said, "Man, damn, I got in when it was higher, and now I'm screwed because I can't move. If I move, I lose. I can't take my money out. My money's all caught up." And so I think that's why it's important to kind of not only dollar cost average into assets, but also dollar cost average into having money on the side, or if you will. Your thoughts on that, Frankie?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important to dollar cost average. I've been doing that. I did miss out on the very bottom because I wasn't sure that was the bottom. So
16?
yeah, 16. Because if I would have bought some of the the altcoins that I have now, I would have been sitting at double profits right now.
Exactly.
So, but I think it's important to subscribe to people who or have like a macro view, right? They tend to have like zones in which they would recommend dollar cost averaging in. So it's like I was talking about, obviously you have your YouTube channel, but there's other people that have YouTube channels that you can learn some macro technical analysis from, right? And,
that's right.
And what's good about your YouTube channel, I mean, we're just this is new to me. This is relatively new to you, right? This is second bull run pending right now for you, right? So we're all learning, and it's important that we share our experiences with people.
That's right. I agree.
Because I really didn't have no mentor, when I first got into crypto. So I took a few L's, and I had to learn the hard way.
Right.
But like you said, if you get in now, like at this point, last bull run, Cardano was 5 cents. It went up to 3.30. You know what I mean? I was in love with Phantom when it was like about $2. Now I can get 4 times the amount of Phantom I spent to buy it at $2.
Yeah, I agree.
So you got to look at it at that point and really just study the projects. Do your own research and see which one have the potential to eclipse their previous bull run all-time highs.
Yeah, and I think what you're saying is very important when you're talking about going to do, and that's something I've always promoted. That's why you see me call out a lot of people like Lark Davis or Crypto Savvy is one of them, and there's other people. I just don't throw it because I think the biggest thing for me is not trying to confuse a lot of people. If you name off 10 people, people are going to just get confused as hell. So I always tell people, do your own research. I like one of the reasons that I like Crypto Savvy from charting aspect is that he actually shows both parts. He may lean a little bit more towards what he thinks it may be long term, but he actually shows the bullish and the bearish scenario. I like Lark Davis because I think he keeps it 100. So there's a lot of people out there, Chico Crypto, if you want to get really into a lot of documentation, and I like people who can actually prove things based off of documentation and things like that. So there's a lot of different talented people. I like BitBoy and stuff like that. So you definitely got to see who you connect with. Try to stay away from the shillers and the people who are out there just talking a bunch of crap or trying to, shill coins and things like that. But no, that's one of the reasons I wanted to start this channel, not so much to go out there and tell people what to buy, but just kind of come from a perspective that I was those people trying to figure it out. And I followed a system that worked for me, a system that made us a bunch of money. And so I said, hey, after hearing about it so much, I was like, okay, I want to go on and just have, just an honest perspective and be able to share that with people who, are just like me out there trying to figure the best way possible. So I think at this point, I would definitely love to see, obviously crypto continue to the upside. I think there's some things that, could help that, could hurt that. Anthony, what is your take on that, brother? You there, Anthony?
Well, yes, sir.
Did I already ask you that question or not? I don't remember if I asked you or not.
Well, it's really awesome, being a beginner, to have people in the space like Crypto4Life.
That's right. I think we're having some audio issues there with Anthony.
And now,
can you hear me okay, Anthony? Sounds like, are you there, Frankie?
Yeah, I'm here. I think he's having some connectivity issues.
now, thank
I think your audio's a little, or maybe your Wi-Fi.
To the VIP group, seeing the short, little spurts. I'll keep studying, doing my own research.
Yeah, so you broke up. I think a lot of what you said actually.
Well, it was breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, it broke up a lot there. For some reason, it looks like you're actually frozen here on the screen. It's okay. No big deal. It's okay. So let me ask you guys this. You guys saw that we covered a couple coins over the last couple days. We did so this morning and yesterday. What are some projects that you actually like personally, and why? I mean, it could be anything. We can start with Frankie. What are some projects that you like? I mean, it could be still XRP. Maybe it's something like I know today somebody was throwing out what was that one? I think it was what was that one coin? There's so many of them. VRA or VLO. It can be something as common as ADA. Like just what are some coins that you guys are excited about, and why are you excited about the projects?
Yeah, so one thing I enjoy about your channel is that the variety of coins that you've discussed and the people that you had on to discuss them. I think when you're looking at planning your portfolio, you want to have a little bit of different categories. You want to have things that are in gaming coins. You want to have some ISO 222 coins, right? You want to have some layer ones, because I think layer ones really run in the bull run. They have they're example Cardano 100 times its value, right? So I mean, who's not going to want 100 times return on a coin? I mean, you can't overlook that.
They're throwing some pretty big numbers out with Cardano. I mean, they had a panel of guys who, pretty respectable guys, and they were like, "Oh, $5." I mean, I don't know where it can go, but the potential seems like it's huge for Cardano.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the coins that that didn't really maximize their potential last bull run, or came out towards the end of the bull run, because they didn't see the potential all-time highs that they're going to see in this next run. One layer one that I'm really excited about is one actually covered. Actually, I think you covered most of the coins that I'm into, but A-Star is one on the Polkadot system, because it's
while you're talking, go ahead.
Yeah, A-Star is one I'm into because it is a layer one that it's involved in Web3, gaming, DeFi, ZK rollups. And actually, one thing I read in the CoinMarketCap description is that Polkadot can't handle smart contracts itself, so it's important to have parachains like A-Star.
That's right.
So that is an important one. I would definitely note that. Another one I'm into is Rose. Rose, because they have some partnerships with Bank of America, Meta, and their privacy, L1 as well. And so that's important. They're all about scalability and privacy. I think in the future, privacy is going to be, a big thing at some point. And they're kind of intertwined with DeFi and artificial intelligence as well. And then the other one is Gala. I mean, I think Gala is going to have huge potential. I mean, it hit 81 cents. It's at 4 cents now. And it didn't even have as much gaming partnerships or even Gala Films like it has now. So, I mean, the potential for Gala, and I think it even has implemented a burning mechanism as well recently. So I think Gala is going to be huge.
So you got A-Star, and as one of your layer ones, you made a lot of sense in what you were saying with that. You got Rose, which we talked about Rose this morning, and we did cover A-Star, as a matter of fact. I think we actually did have a video that we talked about A-Star. So definitely A-Star. And then Rose was currently one of the coins. If you Google top 5 AI coins, it was at number 5 under GRT, Fetch, Render, and AGIX. So a lot of people are paying attention to Rose. And I've heard some really big guys out there like BitBoy News guys talking about, their interest in Rose. And then the last one you said, what was it?
Rose, A-Star, and Gala.
And so Gala is something else that I think probably most people are into, if you know anything about what's happening with gaming and all the things that Gala's doing right now. So anything else that you want to add to that?
Yeah, there's a lot of coins on my radar. I'm just waiting for to have some extra funds to invest into those.
Well, let me ask you this. I'm going to cut you off. Are you interested in any of these new layer 2s like OP, Optimism, and how about Arbitrum? Because I'm going to tell you something right now. I got sick today. And not sick, I'm talking about like mentally sick. Like this is 68J, and then they can't get right. The FOMO 68J got a little sick because I'd done my research on ARB, and I was telling myself, I said, you know what, just go ahead and buy. I want to get at least 10,000 Arbitrum. right? And so, the conservative person who's just, dropped some good money, like I said, 6 figures into some other projects. I was like, okay, well, let me just wait. Maybe I can get it cheaper. But the part of me that understands when something like that comes out, and you saw it go on when it came out. Like I think it hit like KuCoin or whatever. It got up to like $11 and shot right back down to like 115, right? And so at that time, I was telling myself between 115 to 119, get myself at least 10,000 of those coins. Something was just telling me that's going to be huge because it's never been in a bull run. So I think it's going to be huge, especially with some of the incredible things that they're working on and the different projects that are attached to it. Man, I looked up today and it was at like 170 something, almost 180, and I'm going, oh my god, like that's one of those coins that I regret, but it's definitely a powerhouse layer 2 that a lot of people are talking about, Arbitrum and Optimism. So are those any of the two that you're looking at as well?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to be great, right? So I mean, you see, they actually have a lower amount of coins than Matic, and you've seen what Matic has done, right?
Yeah.
I think Matic was another one that was at 10 cents pre-bull run last time. So
Yeah.
these coins are going to fly in the bull run. I mean, they're already doing it now. I mean, I remember Optimism came out, it was like 50, 60 cents, but it came out like at the worst time when Bitcoin was just falling and falling down.
Exactly.
And that thing went up to 90 cents, touched $1.20, came back down, retraced, and then boom, took off.
And what about like I guess I'll ask you the same thing, Anthony. Any just give me an idea of some of the coins that you like. And one of the things I'm going to throw in before Anthony answers, one of the things that I saw today or yesterday, I'm sorry, when I don't know if you guys saw on the earlier stream that I showed BitBoy talking about, the number one crypto in the whole world that anybody can get into is XRP. Now I don't know how bullish you guys are on XRP, but he's going crazy about XRP. And because I think he just feels like, and like you said, he's always got somebody special that I know gave me an inside scoop. But anyways, so we'll see what happens with that. But the other thing that he said that did make a lot of sense, he goes, if you're not invested in AI coins, you're crazy. You shouldn't even be investing. So, what is your, Anthony, what is your thoughts on what coins do you like? Is any of the ones that Frankie talked about and I talked about on your radar, like OP, Optimism, anything like Arbitrum or any AI where you're looking at AGIX or FET.AI, GRT? Like, what are some of the things that you're interested in and why?
Yeah, I got them and I forget the names. I have AGIX.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I've been eyeing Arbitrum. XRP is the biggest holding that I have.
XRP. Okay.
I mean, you just can't deny the use case.
Yeah.
I mean, 700 million across the world for a penny? Like, yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
that's awesome. Like, that's gonna, I mean, there again with the lawsuit, but how could they block? I mean, it's so amazing and innovative. Like, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I own some rows. It's probably 30, 40 of them. I mean, you have it all the time, I'm sure, James.
Well, let me ask you this. Even if it's something that you don't have, what are things that you may be attracted to that you want to get?
Volt, I think it was.
Now, have you heard of that coin, Frankie? Volt?
Is it Volt Inu or just Volt?
Yeah, Volt Inu. Yeah. Have you
Yeah,
heard of that?
Volt Inu.
Right. Yeah. Somebody brought that up, and I looked at it. I'm like, what all those zeros? But as I looked at it, saw they had like a prepaid debit card and all these kind of. So I actually did a little dollar cost averaging to some Volt.
Oh, wow.
Yesterday. Yeah. I said, let me.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Let me jump in and guess. Well, because again, that falls into my 10%. Like the way I look at things is this: like, how much do you really have to invest in Volt? Like, I think it was like $17 bought you like 10 million. It was just some crazy. So it was like what's if I can't risk $17, I need to go find something else to do. Just but no. So yeah, definitely. What else did you say, Anthony? Besides Volt?
Like, you almost have to name it. Want me to go get the list?
No, you're good. You're good. No, if it don't come off the top of your head, it's good. So you name some good ones. XRP, which everyone's bullish on. And here's the thing that I will say about that. Now, I hear a lot of people, like Frankie said, that are throwing dates out. I don't think anybody knows when that's going to happen. I mean, obviously, I saw John Deaton giving a date. The last date that he gave was May 6th. Now, I think it might just be, I mean, I don't know if that's just, what's that thing, a coincidence, or if he's trying to push some kind of narrative for the XRP event that's happening out there in Vegas. He said May 6th, the big XRP event is in Vegas on May 6th. So I don't know if that's really a date or not. So there's really no date, Frankie, that's really set up. And kind of piggyback on what you're saying, no one really knows. Is there anything that you've seen or heard that makes you feel like it could happen by or before then?
No, I mean, I think those dates, they tend to get people excited.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I'm a big fan of XRP. I bought in when it was like really high, and that's why I tell you, it took a little bit of an L. I didn't know anything, because there was people talking about when it was $1.30, they was going to $3 to $7 to $8. You had a big boy calling it, the case is going to be settled and stuff like that. So, but one thing about these large circulating supply coins, they tend to run later in the bull run for the most part. But I do think once the case is settled, XRP is definitely going to see an influx. I've heard anywhere they could probably go up to $1.20, $1.30 before it sees a good retrace, because I mean, it has 50 billion coins. So it takes a lot of money to move that market cap. So an influx of money to move it. And the same thing kind of goes for Hedera. Hedera is a big one. They have a lot of coins as well. XLM has a lot of coins, but their use case requires them to have a lot of coins. So, and like Anthony was saying, that at some point when they get those, hopefully it's trillions of dollars into their market caps for the use cases, that circulating supply is not going to be anything. That thing, the price is just going to move. But up until then, it's going to be. It's not going to move like some of these other coins like Optimism or Arbitrage.
I agree.
It's just not. You got to be realistic with yourself. It takes time for those coins to move.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like a wick, right? It's like a wick on the end of dynamite. Like it's kind of burning, but it burns hecka slow.
Yeah, it's a slow burn.
Yes, it's a slow burn. But then when it hits, when that case, I mean, it will be the most talked about thing, I think, in all of crypto. And it'll explode from there, because you'll have so much money coming in. And I think there's a lot of people on the sidelines just waiting. So I definitely think it's going to be so.
Yeah, we'll probably be talking to our grandkids. Yeah, I was around when the XRP lawsuit was going on.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh man, some of the stuff we'll talk about: COVID, bank runs. Like literally, like it's. I was telling one of my friends this other day. I said it behooves me. Like COVID was like a bad nightmare. Like it's crazy to even think that we were walking around with masks like that. It's just bananas, right? And then that it was causing the things it was causing, and then to actually see right in front of us, like in my lifetime, both my parents are here, but to see it in my lifetime where I'm watching the insolvency of banks, just all the corruption, and I'm sitting here going, good Lord, like they've been, it's basically financial slavery, and to see all that coming to a head right now in our lifetime is just incredible to me. And then just the evolution of money, where we're going as far as digital assets and things. So I just feel very fortunate and very blessed, and that's what I try to tell people, man. We have to be excited that it was us. It's happening to our time. We have open minds, right? And I know a lot of people say, well, I wish, kind of like you were talking about, Frankie, well, I could have done this, I could have done that. And I always tell people this, like, and I had to tell myself that today about Arbitrum. I said, okay, well, even if I could have got it at $1, where is it at right now, really? So unless I'm going to buy 10,000, that's a big deal, because that's me forking out another $7,000. But if you're talking about like 1,000, it's a difference between, $1,000 or $1,700. Is that going to really kill me? And I say that because, not to try to sound all big and bad or anything. No, because if you understand the bigger picture, Frankie and Anthony, right? If you understand where we're going. So I think sometimes you have to have that conversation with yourself. It's not about the little misses now. It's about the monstrous returns, potential returns later. And so that's when you got to look at your risk versus reward. Is that $5 difference going to stop you from being, in this thing with Bitcoin? Because I think a lot of times people lose that focus on the fact that it's not just about where your coin is at. What happens when Bitcoin's at $1 million? You know, I mean, we're just talking, you know, again, we're not saying that's what's going to happen, but there's bigger people than you, me, and Frankie here talking about this, Anthony, right? You're talking about Kathy Woods with ARK Investments calling a $1.4 million Bitcoin by 2030. You've got people calling it, Michael Saylor explained very clearly that, hey, he sees a $5 million Bitcoin in the future. So the point I'm trying to make is we shouldn't get caught up in the little things now, but really understand, like Frankie said, do your due diligence, understand, you know, what position you want in these different projects, and if you see enough value, understand that the risk is the rewards are way greater than the risk. So if you guys want to chime in on that, then, you know, we'll get to something else. Anything you guys want to add to that? You good?
I mean, no, some friends that have gotten in and lost it all. Like, not directly, but a friend of a friend, you know, and it's like, okay, have that other contingency plan, whether it's mowing the lawn or, you know, whatever you're doing, mowing
Right.
lawns,
Right.
just weigh your risks, whatever your risk tolerance
That's right.
is. And this is going to be.
I think we're losing you on your Wi-Fi again, Anthony. Yeah, I think we're losing your Wi-Fi, buddy. So what we'll do, can you hear me, Anthony? I think we're having a little bit of audio problems right there. It's probably where he's at.
I mean, what?
Okay, guys, it looks like Anthony's having a couple problems. Can you hear me, Anthony? Yeah, it looks like he's having some issues there. And I think what it is, he probably can't hear me talking back at him.
Awesome.
It's okay. It's okay. So when you catch back, there you go, Anthony. There you go. It looks like your internet was kind of messed up for a while, so we lost like everything you were saying. It's all good. Let's get into the group and say hello to everyone. We got Dr. Sheba in the house. We got JC. Yo. What's up, JC? Shane Sullivan's in the house. Nest Force. JC. That's right. We've got Nest Force. What do you say? It says it will likely go back down to 30 cents or 31. Good entry. Are you talking about XRP? Okay, so saying that, yeah, I mean, I definitely think we can definitely have a pullback Nest Force, that's for sure. Marvin Davis, where do you hold your Rose? I would like to buy into. So Rose, if I'm not mistaken, there's where the hell my Rose at? Do you have your Rose in the wallet, Frankie? Because I know when I bought my Rose, I bought it on KuCoin, and then I did send it somewhere. Where did I send my Rose to? Let me see here.
Yeah, I just have mine on exchange right now.
Yeah, see, there is a wallet. Let me see if I can find the wallet. So that seems like something. Is it SafePal? Let me see. Hold on a second. I'll tell you guys right now.
I know you can stake it too.
Yeah, you can stake it, but I think the question is how to get it off the exchange, I think is what. Let's see. Where do I have my Rose at? There's a couple. I'll have to look that up. Let me see. Rose. Add Rose. So yeah, I'll look that up. Okay, it looks like So it looks like SafePal allows Rose. SafePal is one. And what was the other one that I used here?
Should be MetaMask, or actually, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one.
I would imagine that maybe MetaMask will let you hold your Rose there.
Yeah, it looks like Trust Wallet or MetaMask is good options.
Is that what it's saying? Okay, so Trust or MetaMask. I don't know if I have it on. I have to look up and see. But yeah, if it's Trust, then that's definitely where I would go. Let me see here. Let me just pull it up for anybody who's looking at that. So you can see right here, Rose, Oasis. Yeah, you can see it says MetaMask and Trust. Yeah. So if you go to CoinMarketCap and look right here where it says contracts, it shows the two supporting wallets. Now it could be other ones like I just said right now. So hopefully that answers your question, Marvin Davis. Let's see. Crypto No Conspiracy. What's up, my friend? You said OXO, Smart Contract AI? Okay. It's an auditing AI platform. Okay. You were telling the chat about RDNT. Yeah, on Arbitrum, yeah. When it was in the teens at 43 cents. Where's that today? I tried. Oh, good. Oh, I see what you said. You said you try to tell everybody Nest Force. Okay, so what is that again? Let me take a look at that. RDMT. Yeah, it's at 42 cents now. When did you bring that up? So even if we go back a month ago, let's see. Okay. You say, okay, no, I see what you're saying because you're right. Back just the beginning of this year, you could have caught that for 4 cents. Good Lord. Is that what now? 42 cents? That's kind of like a lot of the AI coins, Frankie and Anthony. A lot of them, like if you look at AGIX and you look at FET, just
I missed out on AGIX
bro,
so bad.
I mean, and you know, so funny. I saw it and I saw the price, and I even remember thinking to myself, AI is going to be a big deal, but I did not buy a buttload of it at 4 cents because that would be a hell of a return right now. You know, that would be hell of a return.
I only buy crypto after it pumps.
After the pump. But again, you know, and this is what I tell people, Anthony, it's not to feel bad about it because if you understand the bigger picture, and I think that's where I always tell it, because I get a lot of friends that, dang, James, I bought when Bitcoin was at this price, that price. I'm like, look, man, if you just hold, the only time you really lose is when you sell, right? It's kind of like Frankie said when he bought XRP, but when the case settles and that thing explodes, hey, you know, Frankie's going to be excited at that point. So.
XRP about the only one that I bought right before Korea started buying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was nice.
Shane Sullivan says ETH, Matic, Solana, ADA, XRP, Gala, Hedera. Okay. Doing a lot of coins out of there. Shane. What's up, Shane? Beekeeper69's in the house. What's up, my brother? Crypto, no conspiracy. What's up, my friend? How you doing? Mike Tatner. I see you. All right, guys. So let's go into the Twitter world and talk about a couple things here I saw. Let's see here. I saw a couple things that I posted that I thought were pretty interesting. I want to get you guys' opinion on that. Let's see here. Number of days since Gary's. No, we'll go past that one. Let's see. There's a lot of great stuff that I found here, but I want to get some stuff that you guys can comment on. I don't know if you guys saw where. Have you guys paid any attention to BitBoy and the funk between BitBoy and Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank? Did you guys see any of that was going on?
Yeah. Okay, it all kind of stemmed from the whole FTX situation.
So if you go to my, I want to scroll down and find it here. If you go to my Twitter, you'll see here where it says, let me refresh it. I bet that's what it is. Let me see here, guys, if I can find it. So BitBoy came out with a post, and so did Kevin O'Leary. And I'll show you BitBoy's first, because first I thought that, you know, was he BSing or whatever, but it says right here, 2 hours ago, BitBoy says, you wouldn't believe me. He said, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. I just ran into Kevin O'Leary on the street. I don't know where they're at that they ran into, you know, it's not like we're running into like Michael Jordan or somebody, so I don't know where he's at that they ran into Kevin O'Leary. He says, we are going to settle our differences, and he's going to come on the channel for an interview. So it has him and Kevin like right by each other. Then if you go up, right after that, I looked at Kevin O'Leary's deal to see if I saw anything, and right at 2 hours, right when BitBoy posted, he says, this is from Kevin O'Leary, just ran into BitBoy on the street in New York, so they're both in New York. We agreed to make peace to support the crypto industry. I'll hit his podcast soon to talk about it. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, I mean, I honestly, I think it's wonderful, and that's why this morning, you guys probably saw my blood pressure up a little bit when I was telling people, you know, if there's projects that you don't like, I get it. Like Frankie might say, well, I might not like Volt, right? And you're entitled to that opinion. But to get on, you know, online here or while you're on the chat and say, well, I don't like XRP, I think it's crap, or whatever. You know, the thing that I try to tell people is you don't want to do that because there's somebody, you know, everybody in here is trying to make the best decisions for their financial future, right? And there's some people who might passionately believe in XRP. There's some people who might passionately believe in Volt for different reasons that maybe Frankie likes it or don't like it. I liked it when I saw it because it falls within my 10%. I would never go out and go, oh my God, let me go bet 50% of my worth on Volt. There's no way I would do that, right? But it falls within my 70-20-10 where I thought to myself, okay, if I throw a few $100 at this thing, what am I going to get in return if it does make it? And do you realize, guys, that's exactly what I did with Shiba. When Shiba came out, you know, back in the day, now I didn't put the 1,000 in that it'd be worth 100 million, but I put enough. I think I put like $600 in, and at the peak of 2021, it got to 600,000. So all I'm saying is that you know, when I look at something like Volt, and I didn't just throw it because it had 5 or 6 or 7 zeros. I looked at it and I said, okay, they got some interesting partnerships. I actually did it on, I don't know if you saw yesterday, Anthony, when I went down, I looked at the partnerships. I said, okay, that's pretty interesting. They got some good things on their white paper that I saw. They got some good things as far as the tokenomics. I looked at the, you know, just different variables. And then to see that they had a Visa card. I like supporting crypto projects that have some kind of card because it allows people to spend their money. When you've got a way for people not to have to deal with banks and they can take their crypto and convert over and spend it, I like that. So I thought, man, that's worth a couple few $100 for the possibility. The risk is worth the possible reward. If you drop a couple zeros, that's 30 grand. I've seen it happen, right? I remember looking up at Jeanette, Frankie, and going, babe, you remember that stupid that Doge imitation? You know, at the time that's what I thought. Now, you know, obviously I got a lot of love for Shiba, but at the time it came out of nowhere, and I just thought, here we go again. But I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be ignorant and miss it again, because I did buy quite a bit of Doge, but then I wound up getting out of it and it exploded. So with Shiba, I decided, you know, hey, let's go and put this $500 or $600 in, and let me just hold this thing, and hey, if it goes to hell, it goes to hell. And that was really my mindset. Now, that it was kind of like a double-edged sword, because when it got to 600 grand, I still had that mindset. Oh, what the hell with it? When I should have probably taken profit out. But anyway, so do you guys get what I'm saying with that, Frankie? Your thoughts on that? You know, and what I mean by that is just there's no right or wrong answer to that, but just not crapping on people's likes or anything in the group. That's just something I don't, you know, like I said, everyone has their different way of dealing with things. Here at this channel, I just want to be non-biased. And before you answer that, I think that's what's so important about BitBoy and Kevin O'Leary is I was telling people, like, I had mentioned BitBoy's name. People were like, oh, screw BitBoy. And I'm like, look, we shouldn't be fighting amongst each other, man. We should all be on the same side when it comes to crypto adoption. So I love to see that they made up, you know, and then on the other end of that, I don't know if you caught it today, Frankie, when I was telling people, the reason that I don't want people talking negative about, let's say, BitBoy, whatever, because, you know, those are people I'm trying to connect with. Those are people I'm trying to get on the show. I've already messaged him, and he said he would come on my show. So, yeah, he goes, once you get some momentum, I'll come on your show. I showed the message one day. I opened up my messages on I'll do it again. It's right here. Where he said, hey, yeah, Jay, I'll come on your show. We have several discussions. Let me see, where is that right here? Right here. So I've had several discussions. You can see me and him going back and forth. You know, so I'm showing this on the live right now. So the point I'm trying to make is that's why it's important, because I'm trying to network. I want to build relationships. That's why I'm going to the XRP event. Not because I want to go there with a big old XRP tatted across my chest, but because I want to go out there and connect and build relationships. So your thoughts on that, on Frankie, as far as, you know, being positive to, you know, other people's likes, dislikes, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, so I mean, I've been watching BitBoy a long time, right? He kind of has evolved with the times. He kind of changed his perspective on the crypto industry, and become an influencer, basically, an advocate for crypto. So, I mean, I remember he was shilling coins and had special videos, paid sponsorships, and he's not doing that anymore. Yeah, because, you know, he realized that that's causing people harm, right? You know, they're losing their hard-earned money.
That's right.
And he kind of pivoted toward the other way, which I respect. You know, anybody, I think it's important to have self-analysis and self-awareness.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, for whatever reason, he changed his viewpoint on it. But I do agree. I mean, I don't think that marrying any crypto is necessarily a good thing, because when you're married to a certain crypto, you tend to have emotions, right? Emotions can get the better of you when it comes to making financial decisions. And I definitely admire a lot of projects and their use cases, but I think it's important to realize that, you know, when it's time to take some profits. Right?
Yeah, I agree. And basically in you know, continue that, my thought process is, it's like, you know, if Anthony Wanner says, and I'll try to explain it from a different perspective. If me and you are talking about Shiba, Frankie, and let's say I'm just using this as an example, Anthony, so you can, you know, I don't want you thinking I'm picking on you. But if me and Frankie said, well, I'll be like, well, I bought a couple Bitcoin, and Frankie, well, I got a Bitcoin, and then we start talking like that, and then Anthony goes, well, I bought, you know, 100 million Volt. The whole point that we have to be respectful, because we don't know Anthony's financial situation. We don't know this person's financial situation. So we should never minimize a person, because maybe they did their due diligence. Maybe they really do believe in that project. So what I try to do is at least go take a look at the project and never discredit it. And if there is something negative I'm going to say about it, or something that I found that might be like faulty, which I'm not saying that I found anything with Volt, but I'm saying if there is, I'm going to contact Anthony on DM or personally to explain that situation one-on-one and not say it amongst everyone. So I think that's what I was really trying to get at, is that while you're in the group, please let us know what you're excited about, but please do not disrespect what other people are excited about. And if there's something that you disagree with, maybe contact that person directly, or one of the admin and modders say, hey, I think you should warn Anthony about this, because we're family. We should be able to do that. It's kind of like arguing in front of your kids, right, Frankie? We know better than that. Right, so it's like if you got something to say to your wife, say it one-on-one behind closed doors. If I got something to say about a project, I'm going to contact Anthony one-on-one. I'm not going to say it in front of the whole family and disrespect his position and what he's excited about. That's really the point I was trying to make. Anthony, you want to add to that?
Yeah, exactly. And not really getting too attached to any coin. I don't feel like I am. I mean, sure, the ones that you make some money at, it's like, no,
Yeah.
They're all good.
Right, exactly.
I mean, I love the strategy of looking at the rankings there on CoinMarketCap. That is really nice for me, trying to build some generational wealth for my kids. Probably some of these that are great in the rankings that do have a few zeros, like Veracity and Volt and Shiba Inu and Elon, the little. We love Elon.
yeah, Elon. Now, isn't it crazy when you guys? And I don't know if you heard about this, Frank. I read an article. Was it a couple of days ago when it talked about $1,000 in Shiba back in 2020 would have been like $100 million today. Isn't that like, that's the stuff that you try to hold on? Not when you go Hail Mary, but you try to keep that 70-20-10. And I think that's why I created my 70-20-10 for myself, because I found myself sometimes going, oh, let me get this, and man, I look in my wallet and I probably got dozens of coins that are just all the way to zero. So you just got to be really careful when it comes to how much you put in, and have a strategy that fits your your budget for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think those meme coins with some utility. I mean, they're the ones that have the biggest potential, like you said. I mean, you're talking about 1,000, 10,000 return on some of them.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't see that. Even with the best projects out there, you're not going to see those returns. I don't care how great it is, right? I mean, I think Bitcoin's the only one that's done like 1,000x or something like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just not going to happen. I mean, there's a place for them, right? I mean, they're kind of like the penny stocks of the crypto industry, where they sell from cents on the dollar, but the return is massive.
I like so we're gonna go to a couple things here in the group, and we can kind of comment on this. Did you guys see Frankie and Anthony, where over the last couple of days they've been talking about a possible FTX relaunch? I mean, first of all, I guess my question is, who cares? I mean, what do you guys have any thoughts on that, or did you guys see that? The fact that they were saying that they've been able to recover money, and they were thinking about relaunching the platform. Do you think anybody would trust them moving forward?
No comment. I don't know. I don't know what to comment on.
It's just a question. I got people asking in the group. We're kind of bringing it up.
Yeah, I would be very cautious in working with that exchange. I mean, they recovered what was it, 7 billion? I think
7 billion or something.
Like how do you recover 7 billion?
Just
out of nowhere when it was a complete collapse a few months ago.
Well, I think it's Frankie. It's kind of like when FTX. Oh, I'm sorry. Sam Bankman-Fried says, "I only got 100,000 in my bank account." It's like that's like I think he had access to money, but that's kind of the ticket he was trying to play to get the heat off of him. But when they start digging,
Yeah, not to get too conspiracy theorists about it, but I heard that a lot of politicians were backing FTX, and they supported a lot of fundraisers for those politicians. So
wow.
Maybe why they're trying to get them back going again, keep that money machine going for those politicians.
I don't know, but I know they won't get any of my money. That's for doggone sure. Marvin Davis said GBEX. I don't know if you guys have looked at GBEX. Have you guys heard of that coin?
No, I have not.
Okay, so I know of GBEX. I do believe that I actually have
GBEX.
Yeah, GBEX. I do believe I have some of that. Yeah, I do actually have some of this. Yeah, so it's Globiance Exchange, I think it is. And so it's sitting on 6 zeros 122 right now. So yeah, and it's actually right now it's ranked in the 4,000, but it is something on the XFIN network, the XDC network. So there's a lot of bullish people on this, a lot of people that like it. But obviously, I would ask your opinions. Have any of you guys had any experience with GBEX?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
And B Pro as well.
Yeah, B Pro's another. So when I look at this coin, it goes back. Looks like April of 2022. It's a fairly new project.
Oh wow! So
Yeah.
it's towards the tail end of the bull run.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, who knows what it could possibly get to in the next bull run. One of the ones that you just talked about, Anthony, was B Pro. I've always been a fan of B Pro.
Yeah, I like B Pro.
You like B Pro as well? Okay, so any feedback on B Pro? I know right now it's 2 zeros and a 1, but I know they've got some incredible things going on in their ecosystem. Anything that you can share with the family? Frankie, I know it's ranked right now 690 on CoinMarketCap. Any feedback?
Let's see. I haven't looked at it in quite a while, but that was one of the ones I reviewed.
Okay.
As something that was interesting. Let's see.
Yeah,
gaming. Oh, so it's real. That's right. Gaming and DeFi. So I mean, that's one of those coins where it's big into gaming. The market. I mean, the circulating supply is pretty decent.
Pretty decent, and it got up to 4% at its high. That's crazy. I'm sorry, 4 cents at its high.
Yeah. So I mean, you're looking at what? Oh man, that's like what? Is that a 20 times, 50 times?
That's massive. That's massive.
Yeah, that's a huge return if it can get back up there.
Bro, and to be ranked at 690. Good Lord. I mean, we're not talking about like 4,000, 3,000, 1,000, 690. That's decent for a, yeah, that's pretty decent. Okay, any other things let me see if there's anything else in the group that anybody wants us to talk about. APL. Did we talk about APL? APL. Have you guys, let's see if we can look at that real quick. APL. Okay, Apollo Currency. Has anybody heard of that one?
I have not, no.
Rank number 930 on CoinMarketCap, 3 zeros and a 3. I don't know if I've heard of that one, Marvin. I think that was from Marvin. Okay.
No, I'll have to take a look at that one.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's see if there's anything else to talk about here. It says, I know we're getting up. We're at an hour now, so we need to get into the drawing here. Let's see here. I like this comment here by Carl Menger. It says, you have to understand most people aren't ready to be unplugged, meaning that they're the reason that the masses aren't into crypto, they're so used to getting that paycheck, trading time for money. Any comments on that?
Yes. Yes.
Honestly,
Definitely.
honestly, for me, I think it's just understanding what crypto is.
Right.
I try to talk to my woman about it. She's like, you're speaking another language to me. I was like, this can do that. It's going to do this. This is what it's going to do in the future. It's like, what?
Right.
It's overwhelming. It
Right.
is to
Yeah.
the beginner, right? Trying to move, the money onto exchanges and move them into wallets and purchase, especially when you're trying to do it on Ethereum network with
Yeah.
Uniswap. Man, that was tough. In the bull run, you were paying like $100 to buy, 1,000 coins.
Yeah.
It was tough. So, and that's why you see the use case for some of these layer twos, like you're talking about Optimism, Arbitron, Matic, because it's so expensive to use the Ethereum network.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's difficult for people to understand, but at some point it's going to be, so integrated with society. You're not going to be able to, hide from it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Did you guys see this thing here where it says Elon Musk has officially created his own OpenAI ChatGPT rival? It's called X.AI. A lot of people are asking why he filed for the name X when it came to a corporation, and so I guess that's why he started his own. Has anybody heard about that at all?
No, I haven't heard about that, but I know he owns SpaceX, right? So maybe he's trying to have something else with the X in it.
I don't know. That's pretty interesting. So let's see if there's anything else we want to cover before we take off here. Anything you guys want to add that you're excited about? Any events that you guys are going to? Obviously, you guys know that I'm going to be at this event May 5th, and we're leaving on the 4th, but May 5th and 6th, we'll be down in Vegas with XRP Bags, Crypto Tales, Lady E for their little get-together event they're going to be doing musically, and it's kind of like a little meetup. And then on the 6th that morning, me and Jeanette, I got us some tickets to the XRP Vegas event. So do you guys got anything that you guys got coming up, or anything that you're interested in crypto? Anything, final words that you guys want to say to anybody?
I'm
Go ahead, Anthony.
sorry. We're a full-time RVers, so we'll be out west, looks like, beginning of next year.
Okay.
And man, if there's some events going on over there but around that time, that would be awesome.
Now we're at West. Where?
Just the whole thing, I guess.
Just kind of rolling through. Okay.
Yeah, everything.
I love it,
mean,
man.
we're just kind of taking our time and not in a rush. Just going to see it all.
I love it, man. I love it. Enjoying life.
And hopefully.
Hey, man, I love it, brother. Now, one of the things I was going to talk about too. Let's see here. You guys heard about where we at right now? We're at an hour, so we need to wrap this up. Did you guys hear about VTHO possibly being shut down here in the U.S. and there's a lot of other exchanges that are under attack right now by the SEC? Anything that you guys heard about that or feelings on that?
No, I haven't heard that, but I mean, the SEC is just anti-crypto, so I mean, it's not surprising, unfortunately, that they have that approach. I mean, you look at other countries; they're embracing
it big time.
Cryptocurrency. Australia, South America, Brazil. I mean, they're all, even Russia. I mean, China. They, for whatever reason, there's, the U.S. is stuck in suppressing, technology.
Right.
Basically, was what it seems like.
Exactly.
Because I don't know what their plan is. I know they have the FedNow system. I don't know if they want to come out with their own system to control, the money supply. But they're going to have to think of something, because I think the wild card that came out of this year was the creation of the BRICS treaty with those countries, which is very anti-dollar. I don't think it's going to cause an overnight collapse of the dollar, but it's something to keep an eye on, because, and believe it or not, it's actually beneficial for cryptocurrency that the dollar has a rival, right? Because if the dollar's losing value, another place to place your money is in cryptocurrency or in stocks. So, Jason Casper is another guy I watches. He feels like either way we're in a bullish scenario for cryptocurrency, because if they the Fed pivots and starts printing money, cryptocurrency is going to go up. If the dollar starts losing value, cryptocurrency is going to go up because of BRICS or other currencies coming out. So I mean, it's a good situation right now for cryptocurrency, I believe.
No, I think you're right. I think the problem, when we look at how cryptocurrency was moving before and the volatility of it, I think right now more than ever we're in a position that, like you said, either way it's a benefit for crypto right now, and I think we're seeing that more and more right now. So those are some really good points, Frankie. Anything you want to add to that, Anthony?
I'm just thankful to be here and joining the journey with all of you.
That's right, and I'm excited. Now, I do know this, Anthony. You're in the trading group. How have you been liking that so far? Have you been learning from the trading group at all?
Yeah, to go from like a week, my brain's fried, but go from like a week of not really knowing anything about charting to making a few of my own charts is invaluable. It's awesome. I love it.
Now, Frankie, do you do any trading at all, Frankie?
I've taken a few courses. I'm still learning. I think it takes a long time to become a very good trader.
It does.
I recommend anybody that's, like a beginner, just look at macro charts, right? And macro events, macro indicators before you start. As you get into the smaller time frames, I think it's a lot more difficult to understand.
Okay.
One thing I started learning about recently was just market structure, supply and demand zones, support and resistance zones, using the BPVR indicator in certain areas. That gives you a good understanding of, where Bitcoin's going to bounce, where it's going to struggle, against resistance. Is it going to come back and test resistance before it goes up again? And when you're in a bullish market, you're going to see a lot of, slight back testing, not as much as it was in a bear market. You get kind of traumatized when you're in a bear market. You're like, oh, Bitcoin's going down. 4 hour looks bearish. The daily looks bearish. But when you're in an uptrend, those pullbacks are small. They get smaller and smaller. So one thing to keep in mind.
Well, I tell you what, hopefully one of these days you get a chance. But what we did is we created this trading group. I don't know if you heard about the trading group. We created this trading group, and it's based off of some courses I'm paying some good money for. and I'm sharing those courses within that group. And I'm talking about it's A to Z. It's one of the top courses. It's actually how me and JC met. When I started in crypto, I was actually a trader. So I was trading, and I told you, I don't know if Jeanette shared with you, but we were, that course is what led us to leaving California, going to Hawaii and everything else. I was like, hey, if I can just make this much money. And so it definitely was huge for me. That got me into a trade that changed everything, or the things that I learned from that changed everything. And so I went back and got the course and then started sharing it with the group. And so hopefully you can take a look. I think you'd see some value in that as well. So I know Anthony is in there learning, and it's a lot of information. It's like everything at once, but you just you got to pace yourself. But once you learn, you can see that every single day we're dropping charts in there on different positions and different trading opportunities. So, and this is coming from the course, and then JC is obviously in there helping everybody along the way. So, okay, Kenny G's in the house. What's up, Kenny G? No, you made it okay, brother. We're at the tail end of it. We're getting ready to end this thing. So. Definitely appreciate my brother Anthony Wanner. We're gonna let you get back to I know you're there with your family and friends, and it's nighttime there. Frankie, I definitely appreciate you taking time for your family. So what we're gonna do right now, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get into the giveaway. I know we gotta draw some names here, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Before we do, and the only one that we can says VIP group is amazing. Thank you so much, Ness Force. Yes, it is. It's amazing. So let's go ahead and get this wheel started, guys. Let's figure out who's the winner here. We actually got, let's see who's on the wheel here. We got Gmail Brown, we got Beekeeper69, Nestforce, JC, Laurel Jack, CKaz, and Dr. Sheba. So we're going to have these guys pause for a second, and we're going to go ahead and do this giveaway real quick. Is that okay with you guys?
Sounds good.
All right, let's do it. The only way we can do it is we got to have Tails take us there. Tails, help us.
Swift in other words, was no clue to lost.
Good luck to all the people who names were added to the wheel. Good luck to you guys. And right after this, we'll do another giveaway. So let's make it happen.
This one, does it like it is. Got 'em switching gears, a Ferrari with the tens. On some bullet shit, stop crying, start buying, getting bags. I ain't lying, money multiplying, call it rocket science. I'm so tired of this crypto control. You already know, basing letting money go. Swimming in the dough as you see gets exposed. Tomorrow's the day we gon' blow. I'll be better off from selling at a loss now.
All right, guys, it looks like our winner for the weekly XRP giveaway is CKaz. CKaz, congratulations, my brother. He said, who's that? Oh, that's Bullish Kenny. CKaz just got here and wanted to win him. So congratulations to CKaz, my brother. All right, let's keep it going, guys. Let's do one more giveaway. And all you have to do, if you guys are here as well, just go on your phones if you guys have one. And for everybody else, all you got to do is hit C4L a whole bunch of times. And we're going to go ahead and give this XRP away. Let's do it. CKaz, that's right. Congratulations, CKaz. Let's do it. C4L. Let's see who the winner is.
Aaron, what it costs, I ain't when it drop, waiting for the flip flop to the tip top. While you watching TikToks on my new wristwatch, hit the Vegas crypto meter. Hello, nice to meet ya. Shower DAI like we do it all the time. Did a show with Lady E in the bag, man, the next night. A moon party, so you know we had to take flight. So many years and it's still no cheers. If fear's selling, then I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the mooning? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, got them choosing. Which one? Bag it up. This one? Bag it up.
Pull up in a spacecraft and bags on us. Get into them bags so them stacks on us. In a different bracks where they try to tax on us. Government some lies, but them bags blowing up.
Looks like we got 6 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. JC, my brother. What's up, JC? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. JC, congratulations, JC. You know what to do. Make sure you guys send me your XRP address. If there's a memo tag, include that, and we will get you guys paid. I appreciate having my brothers hang out with me. Anthony Wanner. We've got Anthony Wanner and my brother Frankie, the man legend, Mr. Barbecue legend himself. Looking forward to getting out there and hanging out with Frankie again. Make sure you guys tell the family we say hello. I appreciate you guys coming on. This was not a very structured interview. A lot of times when I have my celebrities on, or if I have people, we have random questions that we'll go over, or certain things that that they know. But this was random. This is off the hip. You guys did an amazing job. Thank you guys so much for being here. Anything you guys want to add as we get ready to leave?
No, thank you for having me on. What's up to everyone in chat? Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in.
My brother, I appreciate you guys. I'm getting ready to go get with my lovely queen who should be home right now, and we're getting ready to go on a date night, go watch a movie or something like that. So appreciate you, Anthony Wayne. Thank you so much, my brother. Much love to you. Say hello to the family. Frankie, say hello to your lovely wife and children for us.
Will do, man.
Appreciate you guys. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. That
All right,
was
have
my
a good one.
brothers. Frankie, the man legend, and Anthony Wanner was in the house. Yeah. Now, you see how easy that was? Huh? There's nothing to be nervous about. For those of you guys, I remember earlier I'd asked, I said, who would like to be on the show? So for anybody, just so you guys, wait a minute. For anybody, what happened here? Can I grab this? This thing acting up. There you go. For anybody that would love to be on the Crypto4Life show, let me get over here real quick. And come on and talk about anything crypto. We'd love to have you guys on. I just kind of came up with this idea at the last minute today, so I was texting you guys, saw the messages, and I said, we get so many people that are active in the messages. If anybody ever wants to come on and just talk about what they're interested in, what they like. If they're having a good day, but whatever it is, just come on, guys, and great stream. Thank you, Lord Jack, my friend. I would love to have you guys on, man. Just, talk about what you're excited about, talk about what coins, just kind of make you guys part of the journey. So if you ever want to do that, all you have to do is DM me on Telegram, and I'll be happy to have you on. There's no pressure. We talk about whatever you want to talk about. I think Anthony Wanner did an incredible job. He had messaged me, hey, I've never been on a live before, and I think he nailed it. And that's the thing about it, is that there's no right and wrong way to do it. If you come on and got something to talk about, if you don't really got a lot to talk about, if you're talking about a coin, or you're talking about when you got involved, or you don't like the market, you do like the market, it's pretty simple stuff, man. So if you ever want to do that, definitely look forward to having you guys on as guests anytime. It'd be amazing. Or if there's something that you want to cover yourself, we can do that too, because this is not just crypto. It's about the family. So anything you want to talk about, I just bought a brand new car. I just let the top down, and I was letting my hair through, and then my hair blew off or whatever. I'm just saying, if you had a wig or something. Let me stop. JC's in the house. Beekeeper69. Laurel Jack. My family. Appreciate you guys. Shane Sullivan. Nest Forest. Appreciate you guys. So we'll be back on tomorrow. We'll call it Saturday Vibes, guys. Definitely appreciate you guys. We'll probably do some kind of giveaway tomorrow as well. Thank you so much, Marvin Davis, for being here. My brother, I appreciate you. All you guys for being here. You guys are incredible. Nest Force, Dr. Sheba, JC, Lord Jack. We'll see you guys mañana. We'll be back on 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you guys there. Much love. Your boy James, a.k.a. 68J. Until next time. Peace.